Greetings, today I'm going to go through, in no particular order, my top 10 gifts for Valentine's Day for anyone who suffers from something like anxiety or depression. Greetings, my name is Nigel Mayo and this is my channel, Salad Cream Boy. If you're finding me for the first time, this channel is dedicated to offering tips and tricks for people who suffer from anxiety and depression and how to improve their mental state. So I just need to ask that if you get any value from any of this content, I'd like you to consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel for more of the same. And if you could just leave a comment below just to say how long you've been looking for Valentine's Day presents and if this video helps you. And as always, use the hashtag mental health matters. All of this really does help out your favorite YouTubers and help them to grow their channel, and it really does mean the world to all of us. So a journal is a great way of getting everything down and out of your system in such a way that it's still private. Not only can a person put down everything that they're feeling, but it's a great way of ordering your thoughts. And if you ever wanted to go back, it's something that is completely unfiltered on the day. Also, because it's something that's very personal and it's Valentine's Day, why not put something on the first page? So something like, I love you with all my heart, I hope you think of me every time that you open this book, etc, etc. And that way, every time they do open that book and go to write something, it will remind them of you, and it will remind them that they've got someone in their life that has the best interests at heart. Aromatherapy is great for releasing tension, it's used for healing, and it's also great for promoting relaxation. Essential oils, depending on how they're used, can have a number of benefits on someone's mental health. One of those benefits is inducing and maintaining a good night's sleep. If you want to hear more about this, I do have another video about aromatherapy, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. This is a great way to add to a relaxing soak in a tub or to feel refreshed when you come out the shower. There are also skin products that can help your loved one feel a bit more rejuvenated, and it can only help towards their mental state in a way that it will just make them feel fresher. Also, you can just make this a little bit more personal by just grabbing a basket and just adding things that you feel that they would love. You can even throw in a pocket-sized motivational book so they can keep it wherever they go, and just to give them a bit more enthusiasm throughout the day. It's also something to inspire them as they relax. Okay, this might be a bit more of a cliche, but especially now, and especially if, say, you're in a long distance relationship, a big nice plush teddy bear or something along those lines will help greatly to alleviate that loneliness. One of the things that we are all craving right now is contact, and a nice big plush toy will help towards that. Honestly, one of the greatest things that you can do to improve someone's mental state is to give them something that they can just cuddle up to each night. And you know what, it doesn't necessarily have to be for your partner. If you can see someone that you know and you love, one of your best friends maybe it's something that they might silently need, just to give them something to, you know, be with. Because, you know, even the toughest of us have that inner child inside that just needs their teddy bear. So, in the same respect, in another video I touched upon how adult colouring books can provide that bit of escapism, and also it can spark the imagination, and it can also spark creativity. Another way of doing this is to get your partner a jigsaw puzzle with a bit of a difference. Now, there are lots of websites out there that you can just search for, and if you send them the picture, they can send you a jigsaw puzzle back of that picture. And what better picture to use, maybe of your wedding day, the day that you met, or just a nice picture of the both of you that is something that means something to you. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be a 1,000-piece puzzle, unless of course they love that. It just really needs to be enough so that it will keep them occupied for a little while, and it will give them a sense of accomplishment when they finish it. And you know what, if you have the chance of having that completed article before you give it to them, maybe sign it or put something on the back or anything like that that's not necessarily part of the original picture, so that it'll be a nice surprise for them when they complete it. I would also get them a frame which is the same size of the completed puzzle, and maybe a bit of glue so that they can put it on their bedside or anything like that, so they can cherish it forever, because honestly, something like this they probably will. And you know what, something like this might even spark a new hobby if they don't already like jigsaw puzzles. Another thing to keep them off their anxiety. If you can't necessarily help them with their anxiety, at the very least make them feel as comfortable as you possibly can. It is still February and it is still really cold out there, so a nice fleece blanket, a nice bathrobe, some slippers, it really would go a long way. And it's something that they can curl up in, snuggle up in with a nice book, or if they just want to watch Netflix, it would just add to a nice cozy experience. Also, seeing as it's Valentine's Day, why not splash out a little and put some engravings on them, just to make it a bit more personal. Okay, so again, I'll leave a link in the description to go towards my playlist on how to get to sleep fast. But one of the ways to help someone with their mental state in general is to help them get a good night's sleep. And what better way to do this than to get someone that you love some nice, new, fresh, comfortable sheets. Something that they can just lie back and relax in. Also, at the end of the day when they go to bed, they'll be reminded of you. Right then, so get your ice cream, get your chocolate, snacks and drinks together. Pick out a nice few movies or look through Netflix or Amazon or whatever you have and plan out a night of chill. Sometimes it really doesn't matter if you get them the most expensive gift in all the land. Sometimes it's just important to them and they might silently need this. Just have a nice night just to chill with the person they love. Trust me, the best thing you can do sometimes is just to give them a night of chill and your undivided attention. So this is something that you can design yourself at no extra cost. And the thing is, even if you're not artistically inclined, there's so many apps that will be able to help you with this. The app that I use is called Canva, and I use that for my thumbnails, and I'll leave a link in the description below for that. But there's so many things that you can design with that, and cards is one of them. So the thing with these vouchers is that it allows your partner to use them at a time that they feel comfortable with using them. So they might not be feeling too great and their anxiety might be up, or whatever the reason is, they might not want to use it on the day, Valentine's Day itself. So what it does, it takes away that nervousness and the confines of just using it on the one day, and it just makes them feel like that they're not going to disappoint if they don't do it on that day. And the thing is, you can literally put anything on these vouchers, whether it be Netflix and chill, a picnic, it could be, I don't know, a Zoom meeting where you can put a few hours aside and just let them chew your ear off a few hours. And you know what, it can just be something as simple as, I don't know, you can cook for them one day, or just have a session where you just sat there snuggled up and hugging each other. It's a great way of spending time with your partner in such a way that they don't feel like they're taking up your time. And honestly, when you have anxiety, depression, etc., etc., you really do feel sometimes guilty about taking up someone else's time because you need it. The idea of the voucher is that it negates that. So if you haven't really clicked with any of my suggestions yet, there is just one last thing that I'd like to suggest. So if you're just still drawing up blanks and you still don't know what to get them, there is absolutely no shame in just simply asking them what they want. It doesn't necessarily put you in a bad light. In fact, it shows them that you're being honest and you just simply want to know what they would like and that you do have their best interest at heart. I mean, come on, what's the alternative? You just go out there, get something random, they hate it, and it's something that you're just going to regret for the next year. Thing is, if you ask them now, it's a learning curve and you learn something about them that will help you for the next time too. And the thing is, like with any relationship, especially if they suffer from anxiety, is that you're showing them that you're okay with communicating stuff like this. And the other thing is that anyone with something like anxiety and depression, one of the things that makes it a lot worse for them is thinking that no one cares what they want, no one cares about what they feel, no one cares about anything. So just by simply asking them, it's not something to be embarrassed about that you don't know what they want. It makes them feel that you want to know what they want. And honestly, just by simply asking, it could mean the absolute world to them. Okay, so the thing is, I'm posting this video a good couple of weeks before Valentine's Day, so if you are watching this around the time that I have posted it, I'm allowing you to use that time to get the present. There is nothing worse than planning or getting something at the last minute, and when the actual day comes, you've got nothing. Even though you might know it's on its way, trust me, you want it there on Valentine's Day. So I advise you, whatever you're going to do, whether it be something that I've suggested or even if you're going to go in a completely different direction, do it now. Trust me, you'll thank me. So all that's left now is that if you did get any value from this content, that I'd like you to consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel for more of the same. And if you could, leave a comment down below and just tell me if you're going to consider anything that I said, if you're going to go in a different direction or whatever you're going to do. Or even if you're still having blanks on what to get, just let me know how it's going for you. And as always, leave the hashtag mental health matters on any comments that you leave on my feed. It really does all help. Because, well, you know, it's like I always say, at the end of the day, it gets dark.